Well, I bought another one, just what I need since the other one's not quite finished. But I'm not the smartest guy in the world. This little crawler was right in my neck of the woods, right where I live, and I drove by this all the time and had tried to buy this thing, I don't know, hundreds of times, and the guy just did not want to sell it. The gentleman that owned it collected Allis Chalmers stuff, tractors, threshing machines, and he restored them and did a phenomenal job. And this was his father's. Unfortunately, the guy that owned it passed away, and they auctioned off his collection, and this was there, and I bought it. The story I got on it is it's a 1951. The family bought it new. It was an ag tractor. Did not have the blade on it when they purchased it. They used it for farming, and now this is something I want you Allis gurus to help me out on. Look at the blade on this here. I'm going to try to get some good shots of it and kind of how it's set up here. They just run the hoses right over there. Now, the story, this is coming from one of the grandsons, so you know how things change and whatever. People don't remember the story completely correctly. He told me that this blade was off an old Caterpillar, and they had a family member that was a welder, and they fabricated this blade on here. It certainly looks like a homemade setup to me. I mean, it works. We did some pushing with it. The hydraulics on it are slow, slower than I think they should be. But sometimes it's hard for me to tell because I am used to running newer equipment, which of course is very fast. But you can just kind of see how it's set up. Now, somebody told me, let's see if I can get a shot of the pump in there. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. No, I can't get my camera in there. Somebody told me this could be a Dakota blade setup, which I'd never heard of. I've heard of Baker blades on them. I've heard of Garwood blades on them, but I've never heard of a Dakota setup. So if you guys know anything about this blade, if this was a factory deal or if you think it's homemade, comment, because I'm curious. I don't know. I did a little research online and couldn't really find much. Someone was certainly a welder. They welded this grill all up. But I won't knock them. The radiator's good in it. I've bought 5 or 6 of these and parted a lot of them out because they were just too far gone, and the radiators always have stick holes through them. I did get, I don't know if you can kind of see it. Look, I'll just walk over. It did come with a new grill, so that's cool. I just got it out here yesterday, and they didn't have any information on it really when I bought it, other than they knew it would start, and they thought it would move, and they didn't know if it would turn. And they wouldn't let you try anything out, which I don't blame them. Whatever, it is what it is. It's an auction. So we went out to pick it up yesterday, and the right steering clutch was not working. And I got it loaded on the trailer. That was kind of a bear, only being able to turn one side. But we got it lined up on and hauled out here. I got it unloaded, and as I worked it, I heard a little pop, and the steering clutch started working. It clutches and steers excellent. Another thing I'm kind of excited about, I've been looking for one of these as a PTO setup. I don't know what I'll do with it, but it was just kind of cool to have. I gotta find a set of battery boxes, which good luck on that. I've never found a pair that's not completely rotted out. I don't know if it'd be, I suppose a guy could build a set. Had this pre-cleaner on it, which I hadn't seen before. I don't know if this is surely not an Allis Chalmers pre-cleaner. This is something they stuck on there. I'm sorry, my camera work's not very good. I had that one off of that parts crawler that's sitting right back there. I don't know what my plan is for this. If this is a homemade blade, I think I'm going to pop it out. I think I'm going to paint it. And we have a little threshers reunion here in my little town that people bring old tractors and stuff up to. And I've not seen, this is the only ag HD5 crawler I've seen in my area. I know there were probably hundreds of them, but this is the only one I've seen. And there's certainly not any up at our tractor show. So it'd be kind of cool finding a 3-bottom plow to put on the back or something, you know. It's got a pretty good undercarriage. The rollers, I've never found one with an excellent set of rollers, but the sprockets are good on it. In my opinion, the rails are all right, but it runs good, and it pushed good. I'll tell you what, we'll see if, well, I know it'll start. I say that in my head. We'll see if it will. Get up here in the seat. Okay, we'll see if she'll go. Smoking a little white. I think she's got I think the injectors are a little sticky from sitting. I know it's got old fuel in it, but when I was running it yesterday, it kind of cleared out. I got to service it. I'm not going to play with it too much in the condition that it's in, just because I know this thing has not been serviced in years. I got to get in my book and find the filters. No, just kind of a cool old tractor I thought I'd share with you guys. Like I said, if you know anything about the blade or have an opinion on it, let me know, because I'm curious. Like I said, if it's a homemade deal, I may take it off and just leave it sit here, so if I ever want to put it back on, I can. But let me know what you guys think.